Have you ever noticed that just as you begin to feel an uncomfortable emotion, you just start to tend to pull away? Well, this isn't something that you're choosing consciously. It's something that your system has learned to do. It's doing this to protect you. It happens so quickly and you may not even realize you're doing it. In this emotional series episode, I'm going to show you why that happens and how to begin staying with your emotions in a way that actually feels safe. Especially if you're a woman who's strong and capable and you're really used to handling things. See, what many people don't realize is that it's not just the emotion itself that feels difficult. It's what the emotion is pointing to about them. That's what's difficult to face. And sometimes, especially if you've had painful experiences in the past, your body may also be trying to protect you from feeling overwhelmed. So it's not about forcing yourself to feel more. It's about learning how to feel safely and understanding what those emotions are really pointing to. If we haven't met before, I'm Judy K. Katz. I'm a transformational coach and a spiritual mentor. And for over 30 years, I've helped women move beyond their subconscious survival patterns and step into a more conscious, authentic, empowered way of living. This video is an episode in my Emotional Awareness series where we explore how emotions can actually become gateways to transformation. In my last episode, we discovered how your emotions are actually signals and how to begin listening to what they're trying to communicate to you. But even when you begin to understand the message, you may still notice that it's hard to feel the emotion itself and to not pull away. And this is where something very important begins to happen. See, when you become triggered, an intense emotion arises, right? And you might automatically feel a need to escape from feeling it. However, your emotions are not the problem. They're signals that are pointing to something much deeper. And sometimes they also reflect a part of you that learned that it just was not safe to feel. Often underneath that emotion is a deeper fear-based belief. Beliefs that are like, something is wrong with me. I'm not good enough. I'm not wanted. And I'm not safe. So might any of those feel familiar to you? You know, for some people, especially if you've had painful experiences in the past, it may not just be the meaning about you that feels so difficult. Your body may also be trying to protect you from feeling overwhelmed. The meaning, however, created your beliefs, and they were often formed when you were very young, when you didn't yet have the ability to understand what was really happening and why. So your mind decided just to resolve that confusion, and it just made up a meaning based on a fearful little child's understanding. And that meaning felt very true at the time, and so it became the source code for your survival. So to give you an example, maybe you felt ignored, and then that became I don't matter. Or you felt hurt or rejected, and then that became something's wrong with me. And now, when something happens, that same belief gets activated again. And that's what feels so painful. So we don't just pull away from the emotion, we pull away from the belief of what it means about us. This is what the emotion is pointing to. So what I'm about to say is really important because we can't interrupt something that we're not aware of, right? So here's what actually happens when we do pull away from feeling the emotion. Almost instantly, our mind just steps in. And it may start reminding you of everything you've accomplished, how strong you are, what you've overcome, how capable you are, how much work you've done on yourself. I call this the justified mind. It's the opposite of the critical mind that assesses us so negatively. And while all of these things are very likely true about you, I'm sure they are, it's the reason why your mind is telling you these things that really matters. What it's trying to do is to restore your sense of being okay. So why is it trying to do that? Well, because your core belief says that you're not. But actually, in doing that, it takes you away from feeling the emotion fully and from getting the message about what your hidden belief is, which is what gives rise to the emotion in the first place. And this isn't something you're doing wrong. It's actually a very strong protective subconscious pattern. And you see, this is why learning how to stay with your emotions in a different way becomes so very important. One of the methods that I teach is called the Compassionate Witness Method. This method is designed to help you stay present with your emotional experience while holding yourself with compassion, without trying to fix or change you or actually escaping from what you're feeling. So this is what compassion is, and also what it is not. Let's start with what it is not, because this is something that can get really misunderstood. Compassion with your emotions is not becoming overwhelmed by them. It's not losing yourself in the emotion or absorbing the pain, nor is it over-identifying with the pain like, I am that. That's not compassion. Actually, that's losing your center and your objectivity in the experience itself. So let's look at what compassion really is. True self-compassion allows you to stay present with your emotion and to recognize that a deeper part of you is hurting. And you do this while you're remaining grounded and aware. You're centered, you're caring, and you're sensitive to your own pain. You're with it, but you're not lost in it. You're relating to it, not from it. And that's what being a compassionate witness helps you to do. So I'd like to offer you a simple practice and actually guide you through this method. So the next time an intense emotion arises, instead of moving away from it and letting your justified mind take over, just gently stay with it. Now, this isn't about, again, yourself forcing yourself to feel anything. It's about learning how to stay with your experience in a way that feels safe and gentle to you. And if at any point something feels too intense, it's always okay and advised to slow down, maybe walk away, or just seek additional support through the process. So here's where the Compassionate Witness Method can help you. First of all, you just notice how intense that emotion feels. In fact, you can actually rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And now you just take a few short, slow, deep breaths. And then just drop your attention down into your body. And then just notice in your body where this emotion feels, where it feels tense. Is it in your jaw? Is your throat tighten? Does your chest feel pressure? Does it feel sharp or dull? Just notice the sensations as they move perhaps around in your body. Maybe your shoulders are tight and tense. As you notice this, is anything shifting or changing? And as you stay with this, you might also quietly say to yourself, it's safe to feel this. Or I'm okay, it's safe to feel. I'm okay to feel this. And when the intensity begins to soften, then gently shift your attention into your heart space. And then think about someone or your pet, perhaps, when they might have been hurting and you felt so much love and tenderness and caring for them. Feel this caring and just love fully in your body. Now imagine giving that same love to a little you that was hurting or afraid so many years ago. You might even see a little you curled up into a corner and kind of contracted, maybe her head down, their head down. So seeing your pain with love rather than judgment and feeling the emotion is very healing. It evokes compassion. And being a compassionate witness is you tenderly relating to this part of yourself, not from it. The shift doesn't just come from understanding your emotion. While it's important to remember that the emotion is pointing to an important message about an old belief, it actually comes from allowing it while staying present with yourself and not getting pulled away by your justified mind that keeps trying to keep you safe and keeping you away from the belief that there's something really wrong with you. And when you learn how to stay with your emotions using this compassionate witness method, they begin to start moving. The intensity weakens, and you can discover what that belief is about you. You'll see that what you once thought that you couldn't handle when you were really very young, you actually did handle from your survival patterns. How do I know that? Oh, you're still here, right? So by recognizing this truth and allowing the emotion to be felt, you will no longer be stuck in that emotion, and the belief will no longer be seen as credible. New insights can come to you, and you'll be free to identify with the truth of who you really are. You are strong and capable and brilliant and amazing. So practice this method, whether it's in the moment or in a time of reflection, when you can recall the moments when you were triggered. So in my next video, we'll go deeper into how your body plays a very central role in this process. And I'll introduce you to another simple way to connect with your emotions that allows you to feel compassion for yourself fully in your body. And once you experience this, you'll begin to see why certain emotions feel so much stronger, especially in your relationships. So if you would like additional guidance navigating through this survival system and freeing yourself from it, I have a free guide for you, The Roadmap to Freedom. And you can access the link in my title description below. So if this information resonates with you, I also invite you to please subscribe to my channel and continue this journey with me of awakening into the greatest version of you. And I've also placed a previous episode in this series right here for you. So remember, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and indeed a treasure to behold. So until next time, bye for now.